What's up, everybody? This is the Kitchen Speakers podcast. I have a very special guest today, newly crowned chop champion, Chef Jamarr Massey, aka Gourmet Chef J. What's up, man?
What's up, man? What's up, everybody? What's up? I feel great.
Yeah. So, I mean, might as well kick it off talking about the show. Give me the rundown.
Man, let me tell you, so I've been on Food Network before. I've been on Guys Grocery Games before, 2014. But chop is like the hardest thing I think I've ever done in my life. Hands was like this, like just shivering, shaking, you know? It's tough because when you open those baskets, like people think that you know what you're gonna cook and you don't. Because they have the baskets, they have a covering over the food, so you won't be able to see it, you know, and try to like sneak and cheat and all that stuff. And when I opened that basket, it was just like my heart just like jumped out of my chest. You know, it was like, I don't want to be the first one to go home. That's like really pretty much what you're thinking about. I don't want to be the first one to go home. You're on national TV, you know, all your friends, family gonna be watching, your friends gonna be clowning you. You got the first one to get kicked off, you know? So that was like my whole goal, was just to make it through the first round, you know? And as the rounds was going on, it was like, you know, I got my confidence, I got the swag, and it was just too late for the other contestants, pretty much.
So I made it past the first round. Hold on, I'm feeling good. I got this.
Exactly.
I can do this.
Exactly. You know, the first round when they gave us the meatballs, frozen pizza, French fries, and some mushrooms, it was like, man, I'm gonna do with this? And I just had to like compose myself, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna make some tacos, you know. And the judges like that I put broccoli on the tacos. But the thing is, though, I made a broccoli slaw before, but it wasn't like that. But in that time period, you know, your mind don't think, you just go and just everything on a plate, you know. And it was fun, you know. I can't wait.
I wasn't even gonna mention that, man. I wanted to. I wrote it down as a note, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave the broccoli alone. I'm gonna let him slide, you know. I'll let him slide on the broccoli. That's a hard slide, but
don't let it slide, because the judges, they definitely told me, why the hell did you put broccoli on the taco? You know, one of the judges already knew, you know, it was the nerves. It was the nerves getting to me, you know, but the flavors were there, and that's what got me through the, you know, thank God. You know, so it was a great experience, a really great experience, you know, like it's something that I will always remember, you know, always be on my resume. Nobody can ever take that away from me, you know, because I worked hard to get there, you know, and then on top of that, I won it. It was just an amazing feeling, you know, so yeah.
I just want to cut in real quick. That logo on your shirt is fire, man.
You see that? What?
That's fire right there.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
I hope you tipped who designed that. That's fire.
I had my mans do it for me.
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah. I like the chef on the outside of the circle right there. That's dope, man. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Dang. So yeah, man, like I finally get to actually meet you and talk to you. You know, we've been chopping it up on IG and things like that, but now it's like finally here, because we kind of been through the same kind of circumstances, going through foster care or being in certain kind of group homes and things like that, and we pushing ourselves to make it, you know, our lives better, you know. So that's what really pretty much got me to draw to you, because when I saw that, when you mentioned that, told me that, I was like, yep, that's my guy.
Yeah,
for now,
man. Yeah, man. People don't understand the mental, like what you have to overcome, what you experience through the system, and it's just it's a lot, you know. So, you know, and the same, I've always had an extra on top of your cooking skills, you know, respect for you because of that as well, you know, because I know that you've experienced some of the hardships that I have. You know, every foster kid has different backgrounds and different reasons why they were there, but to have to actually go through that and come out and make something of yourself and push past and use that as like a force and like an energy to propel you is another level, you know. So we beat statistics, man. So you know what I mean? Like we
pretty much every kid like us don't really make it, you know. You know, we all still have issues, you know. Like me, like my anger will get to me sometimes. You know, it's just the way that it is because I have a hard time trusting people, especially what people say. You know, I'd rather tell people, I'd rather wait and see what you're gonna do, you know, instead of you keep talking. You know, like don't keep talking, show me. If you say you're gonna do something, then do it, you know.
I think we just had so many people let us down early on in our life, man. So it's I feel you on that. I feel you.
That's definitely, you know, my foster mom always told me that I let the system work for me instead of letting it work against me, you know. So like instead of like being all down and stuff like that, I was kind of like using them as much as they was using me, even though I've been through certain hardships in my life. You know, like I just had to look myself in the mirror and tell myself, like, I just got to keep pushing, you know, because I have 7 sisters and 2 other brothers. And, you know, they're all not like me. Some still have that mental kind of like that they're still pissed off type thing. And I just told myself, like, you know, I got to kind of get over it, you know, because I wouldn't be where I am if that didn't happen to me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I appreciate, you know, me going through them hardships because I know I can handle certain things. Like CHOP, for example, I said it on the show, like, if I can handle foster care, I can handle this shit. You know, I definitely handled it. That's why your boy
heard that, Chef. Heard that. I felt the same way, man. And no disrespect to the people I competed against on my show and even Chef Waxman, you know what I mean? But like, I felt like that was nothing. I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, let's go. I've had harder times on the line than some of the, you know, but like, you know, but what I've been through in my life, like, that was no sweat, man. I feel that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel that way, bro. Yeah. Man.
So I got you. It says you're a private chef, but you also aren't you executive chef for Grown, or is that still cracking?
I left Grown probably like 9 months or so ago. It's time for me to move on, to do my own thing and to see what I can do on my own. So now I do a little private chef thing. You know, I will always have a great relationship with Grown and Ray Allen and his wife, Shannon Allen. I will always have a great relationship with them. Anything they need from me, I help them out. You know, they actually threw me my viewing party, you know, for the show, which was pretty dope. It came out amazing. They did a great job on that, you know, but now I'm doing my own little private chef thing and I'm working on trying to open up my own restaurant, you know. Fire. So that's my goal. That's my goal right there, bro. You know, I try to make a legacy for me, you know, so where I can pass down to my kids or to my brothers and sisters, you know, that, or even kids that's watching this that might see this, you know, like, you know, me and you, we went through the ringers, but, you know, if you work your ass off, you can do whatever you want to do, you know, no for an answer type thing. So yeah, bro.
That's dope, man. Respect. Yeah, you did it up for that. I was like, okay, this dude, you got the red carpet, you know what I mean? Got fireworks. Hey, I wish I'm not like hating. I'm like, respect. That's dope because I wish I could have done that. So your announcement party was fire, man. I'm looking at the clips like, okay, I love.
Yeah,
I'm clapping for you, man. I'm clapping.
I didn't even know that there was fireworks happen when I stood up. I was just happy. Like I stood up and then the fireworks went off and I was like, holy shit. Boy just went like, oh, you know, so it was dope, man. It was great. It was a really, really, I was emotional that night. It was like so much things going through my head of everything that I've been through.
Mm.
And then stuff I'm like slowly starting to feel like, okay, I'm getting to where I want to be as a chef, you know, and not just as a former foster kid, but as a chef, you know. So that's what I'm building myself as, especially a Black chef anyway in this business.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
rightfully so, man. Rightfully so. I agree with you 100%. It's good to see you shine as a former foster kid, see you shine as a chef, but also see you shine as a Black chef. And I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ride for the cause 100. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So let's get some questions here. So being that you are, you know, working on your restaurant concept and everything. So if there is one restaurant that you could just walk in, take over, say, thank you for putting everything in. This is mine now. I own it. I'm the chef owner. What restaurant would that be?
Oh, man. You know what? There's a restaurant here that I recently ate at. It's called Root and Bone. And it pretty much had the certain style that I'm looking for, just like a home type style. You can bring your family, and it's just like a warm environment, you know? Like if that was the case, I'll walk in there and be like, okay, give me the keys, you leave, and I'll take over, you know? Definitely.
I can think of a lot of restaurants. I would do that too. So that's why I like asking that question. I'm like, can I just have your whole concept? You know, all the work you put into it, can I just take it over? You know, that's too easy though, man. Nah, I want to work for mine, you know. But word. So what is your go-to like cookbook or resource via online?
Oh man. So there's not really like cookbooks, but there's a person, Chef Richard Ingram. I'm like a mentor to me. He's Dwayne Wade's chef. He saw something in me that most people haven't seen before, you know. He told me all the time, like, bro, you got mad talent. You know, you got to believe in yourself more, push yourself more, you know, and you're going to be, you know, somebody to reckon with in Miami, you know. So I talk to this dude probably like once a week or so. You know, he checks up on me, make sure I'm good. You know, it's not really like a cookbook, but it's just him because he's a Black chef. He's been through the restaurant system, but he's a private chef now. You know, he's been Dwayne Wade's chef for like 17, 18 years. You know, he just tell me like, just keep focus of your goal. You know, don't ever let someone, you know, try to dictate your future. You dictate your own future. So appreciate him for that always. Yeah.
Heard. Nice, man. It's good to have mentors. It's important. It's important to have a solid circle around you as much as possible. So, you know, I appreciate that, man. So what would you consider your like weirdest flex?
My weirdest flex?
Yeah.
Wow.
You low key stunting on somebody. It's low key. It's a little, you know, like, okay.
Oh man. You know, I watched one of your podcasts. I think you asked a young lady a question similar to this. And she was like, I don't know. Really? I don't know. I'm just me, you know? I'll flex on anybody, really. Like, it don't matter who it is. It can be damn Gordon Ramsay. You want to battle, do it, bro.
Let's go.
Like, I don't know. I'm just a humble dude, you know? I'll give my shirt, you know, to somebody if they need it. You know, I'm not the really cocky type person, anything like that, especially in the kitchen. Like, I'll be in there with you sweating my ass off type thing, you know? So I'm not really like that type of chef that most people are used to where they think they better than everybody type thing. And I'm not, because I still got a lot to do. I'm still growing, you know, because believe it or not, I didn't even start off in culinary. I started off in pastries, bro. I started off in pastries. The culinary field is still new to me, but I'm killing it, you know, killing it. And I will always appreciate that. But nah, ain't no flex. It's just, I'm gonna stay humble and still be me, always.
So why the transition from pastry to savory?
Because when I used to live in Hawaii, I used to work on a cruise ship, Norwegian cruise lines, doing the pastries, and an executive chef came down to the pastry side and was like, anybody know how to cook? You know, and I was like, oh, I do. So he took me upstairs to like the higher level where the culinary side was, put me on the line. I fell in love with it. And I literally, pretty much a couple weeks later, I told the pastry chef that I wanted to transition over to the culinary side. And I stayed ever since, you know, and I loved it. I loved it.
Word, man. So what's your favorite tool in the kitchen and why?
My favorite tool in the kitchen is my hands. My hands. Like you need these. Mm-hmm. You know, like I tell, when I was in the kitchens, I tell my cooks, I say, your best tool will always be these, your hands, not your chef knife, not anything else. Because without these, your food's gonna be shit. It's gonna be flavorless. It's gonna be everything. These are your best tools, your hands. And I always tell people I got magic in these. So these are my best tools right here. Not no chef knife, not no tweezers, a little fancy bullshit, foo-foo shit. These are your best.
I heard that, you know, I agree with you 100%. You know, I would say, you know, and you can even take it further and say, you can say your whole body is your best tool. So like taking care of yourself mentally and physically, you know, and I see you're on to that too. I see you hitting the weights and stuff like that and everything. So it's like taking care of yourself is probably the best thing you can do for your food in your career, period, right? Taking care of yourself mentally and physically and anything you want to do spiritually, you know. So I agree with that. That's a good answer, man. You said these paws, there's magic in them. I like it, man. So this is the first time I've ever asked this question into these pods, and I've been toying with it, and because I've been called it, and people, you know, it's all right. What is your definition of an Instagram chef? What do you think an Instagram chef is?
Instagram chef, sometimes, I don't know if it's people going to take this the wrong way or whatever, is sometimes be a fake chef. Mm-hmm. Like you done for Instagram, but in real life, your ass can cook, you know? You could take beautiful pictures and things like that, but does it taste good, you know? Really, like this whole Instagram thing for me, I really never really understood it. You know, people keep telling me, oh, but you need to hashtag this and do this to get more followers. Honestly, I didn't really give a shit about that. I really didn't. You know, I would just post what I like and post what I want, and then that's it. You know, but nowadays though, you kind of need Instagram to do certain things in this business for people to see you and things like that. You know, but majority of these chefs, they really cannot cook at all. I mean, they would just take their little pictures and boom, 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 and then that's it. And then, because a couple of them I know, you know, and some clients would be like, oh, the food was flavorless, and this, and this. That's why I pride myself. If you're going to put a picture up, you know, somebody wants you to cook that for them, that shit better taste as good as it look, you know, and not just like, okay, it looks pretty type thing, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I agree that
I don't consider you an Instagram chef. Just for the fun, I don't consider you an Instagram. You are literally a real chef. You be in the kitchens, you do things, you taste your product and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. I know. Thank you for that. For clarifying for the record for anyone listening. You know that even though I've been called one. And I've been, you know, because what I do, I've been called everything you can think of, you know, via social media, behind the keyboard and Twitter fingers, right? So like, I'm okay with it, but I just want actual definition of an Instagram chef. I've seen 500-700 covers, you know what I mean? I've cooked my ass off, so I've been to war and back when it on the line, you know. So. And
think about the people who call you that, or the people who say that about chefs, them people probably never been in a kitchen ever in their life. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like or
mad with their position within themselves in life. There's something going on internally, you know, mm-hmm. that they feel they need to lash out which we've had to overcome throughout our lives with real mental life challenges, right? So I understand kind of where they're coming from, and I know I'm not. So that's just kind of, I want to know what people think of an Instagram chef. What are the other chefs? Because I know what I think of in my mind. I think an Instagram chef is pretty much what you explained, someone who's never really cooked and knows how to like actually serve that food. So,
Right.
And
Right.
sometimes I'll do things that aren't meant to be served to 500 people. Maybe it's for a small dinner, so it's possible, you know what I mean? But or maybe you got 5 people plating one dish, which some kitchens do. Every kitchen's built differently, and every person is built differently. So, yeah. Word, man. Well, speaking of war, this came up. Name 2 cooks, 2 chefs, anyone in the world worked with before or not, who you would go to war with. You got 500 covers on the books, and it's you and 2 other people. You need to bang it out. It's gonna be a bad night, but who you going down in flames with?
How many people? Because I got a lot of homies that only 2.
Get 2. I know it's rough. I can't. It's hard, but you get 2, man. So someone gonna be mad.
Wow, this is, man. Yeah, a couple homies gonna be mad at me after they watch this. Damn. Hey, am I allowed to say no comment?
All right, you can name as many as you like, man. Throw them all out there. Let's go.
I have to name like a whole brigade, the saute line, grill, all that. I'll pick my man Fern, my boy Starlin, my boy Brian Shore. I'll pick my boy, he called Doughboy, but his name is Bill. And I'll pick my man Gio, aka Pastelito Poppy, what they call him.
Okay. Word. Yeah, I like that. Shout out to homies, man. Gotta give respect to the people who show up for us when things get tough, in the kitchen. So, I like that. That's why I created that question, is so we can give the opportunity to show love to our brothers and sisters on the line. You know what I'm saying? So chef is non-gender, you know what I'm saying? So well, sneakerhead, what are you rocking in the kitchen? I know you got sneakers, so what are you rocking in the kitchen though?
Oh man, the kitchen, man, I keep it strictly professional and keep it the non-slips, bro. I used to have Crocs, because I seen the other podcast talking about the Crocs, and that shit was funny. But like, I wore Crocs probably like 2 times, and the water like was splashing on the back of them and shit. So I just stuck with the normal, like just normal shoe, non-slips, because I would never wear these or the Yeezys up in the kitchen because they cost too much to be getting messed up. So you got oil dripping, but now just old-fashioned, traditional, non-slip chef shoes.
Respect, not my style, but respect. I got my sneaker. I got my J's. They're my everyday J's. So I wear J's in the kitchen. People are like, what? You got, yup. Forward.
Yeah, nah. I don't know how you, because I couldn't do that, man. These shoes cost too much to be getting fucking sauce and shit spilled on them and all kind of.
I don't get to wear them that often. So, like, I have shoes that I haven't worn in over a year in my closet.
That's true. Shoes I got tags on them. I still got shoes that got the tags and everything on them. And like, you're right. It's funny because I still buy kicks, even though I don't need them, but it's just like, I never had shoes, I never had less kicks. I got made fun of for wearing the little, it was supposed to be the Adidas with the 3 stripes, but it had 4, and I took a Sharpie and ran with the black on the lines, and with the school got clown, so that's why, like, to this day, like I like shoes because I never could afford them, or I never got to have the shoes, when I was growing up. So
yeah. I feel that, man. I feel that.
Oh man.
So how I like to end it off. First of all, would you want to come back on the podcast in the future?
Hell yeah. You be like, yo.
Word, man. Word.
Oh, let me know. I make sure you on the schedule because, like I said, man, I fuck with you.
Heard.
There's not too many people that I consider like to fuck with or conversate with, you know what I'm saying? But because my circle is always small, like I said, because I have a trust issue with people, you know. But when you be talking to me on the gram and things like that, I'll be like, yo, this dude he is who he say he is type thing, you know. And I look at your videos, you know, believe it or not, I'll be like, yo, I want to strive to do that also, you know, because I know when people be like, yo, you don't know who's watching you, and you might be their gold, or you might be their mentor, you don't even know it, you know. And when I saw you and everything with the whole spiceology and all that stuff and the true cooks and things like that, I'm like, yo, this dude is dope. And then when I found out that we kind of been through the similar things, and you're making it, you're trying to give your family a better life and things like that, I'm like, that's the people that I need to surround myself with.
All right,
you know,
man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
If you need me, nigga, if you even need me to come to Cali to help you do something, bro, I'll get a ticket up there.
Oh, man. Dope. No tit for sure. And that's a solid ask right there. That's a all right. I'll make sure it's worth it too. All right.
Yeah.
Word, man. If you have any questions about anything with filming and cooking and that I can help you out with, man, you know, just let me know. Well, how I like to end it off is, what is one thing that you want everyone to know about you?
I just want whoever's watching this to know about me is that, you know, I am a force that's coming. You know, there's always been people that doubted me pretty much all my life, said I couldn't do anything or whatever, things like that, because back in the day I couldn't read, stuff like that, you know, but my talent is speaking for itself. And I can see that people are behind the scenes kind of get nervous. So that's why, like, just be aware that Chef Jamarr is coming. And when I come, you know, I don't want to see nobody in my DMs like, oh, let me be friends now. Because I'm be like, where the hell was you when I was trying to get all this started, you know? But I'm going to stay humble. I'm going to stay true to myself, you know, and I'm going to surround myself with people that actually give a shit about what I'm trying to do, you know? So, yeah.
Word, man. Word. Where can we find you?
Oh, man. Instagram, Gourmet Chef J on Instagram, and then on Facebook, which I'm rarely on there, is Jamarr, like Jamarr Massey, Massey, Jamarr Massey on Facebook. But I'm mainly on Instagram, Gourmet Chef J. So you can find me there. You
heard it, folks. Gourmet Chef J, newly crowned top champion. Look at that. Look at that crown.
Put it on me.
If it's nice on that shiny head right there.
Oh, and stay tuned, because I'm going to be going back to face the other champions. I don't know when yet, but I can't wait. You know, hopefully I can pull that one out too and be 2-time chop champion, you know, so pray.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Praying, rooting, all that. I can't wait. Just let me know. You know, even though I got to buy that joint, I'm watching it. Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This is the Kitchen Speakers Podcast. Peace.